person here for both of us.
So in this package right here is a saddle from Latitude Outdoors. In this video, I'm gonna be unboxing it and showing you what the packaging looks like, how it looks right out of the box, and then I'll walk you through how I set it up. And Joash is also here and he has some experience with saddle hunting, so he's gonna be showing me kind of how to set it up and that type of stuff. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So now that we've got the box unboxed, it's time to get the actual Latitude Outdoors Method 2 saddle box unboxed. First of all, first impressions, branding looks really good. I've seen pictures of these boxes on like Instagram and stuff when people got them, but honestly, kind of a really cool design with like it's like a topo map. So far, first impressions of the branding and the boxing looks pretty good to me. So time now to crack it open. Okay, so as you can see right there, packaged very nicely, very neatly, very professionally done. My saddle is main thing on top, folded up nicely, and then underneath that I got all my different straps, and we'll go through that here in just a bit. This is a saddle, and this is all magnetized together, however you'd say that. It's all magnetic. So this is the Method 2, so it's got two different sections. This is one of their bigger features on the Method 2 is the two-piece design that has magnets on it. So just like that, you can pull it apart. We'll dive into this a little bit more towards the end and show you actually how to set it up on a tree, or how I'm gonna set it up on a tree. First impressions, looks pretty good. Obviously, I don't know about the comfort features of it yet, but first impressions look pretty good. So I bought the Method 2 kit and I did not get any extra add-ons. I did not get a platform, did not get any of the extra stuff. So this is like the most basic, cheapest package that you could get from Latitude. This is, I don't know what this is, to be honest. A lot of this tree saddle stuff I have not done much with before, so a lot of these things are like new to me and I'm gonna have to figure it out along with you. Next we got I got the 10 millimeter. They also sell an 8 millimeter. It was like an extra 20 bucks. I figured 10 millimeter would be good enough for what I'm doing. Looks thinner than the other tethers that we have for like our tree stands and stuff. And these ropes are known to be really strong with all the components that are designed in them. So 10 millimeter and even the 8 millimeter work just fine. And this is the lineman's belt. This is the actual tether. I got that mixed up. So the lineman's belt here has at least 2 carabiners on it, both with like Latitude branding on them, which doesn't surprise me. And then this is the actual tether, another 10 millimeter. Honestly, I'm not sure how you're gonna tell the difference between the lineman's belt and the tether. I know they serve 2 different purposes, but they look kind of the same, have pretty much same size carabiner from what it looks like. I think the tether only has 1 carabiner from what I can see. I don't know, we'll dive more into this in a little bit later. And then last but not least is our dump pouch. This is where I'm gonna be keeping these ropes on the walk-in and when I'm up there in the tree. So the dump pouch is honestly bigger than what I thought it would be. Looking at it in pictures and stuff, it does not look this big, but it'll be interesting to get it up on our saddle and just see how it looks and if it will fit my lineman's belt and tree tether. So the saddle came loose in the box, and then these 3 things all have Latitude bags on them, basically just describing what they are, not necessarily like instructions or anything on them. But now I'm gonna open these things up and go over the specific features on each of these items. Also, I just noticed I got a Latitude Outdoors bumper sticker or some kind of like sticker like that, so that'll be cool to put somewhere. So inside of the lineman's belt and the tree tether are instructions. They got like a QR code on there, everything. You must read before use, and there's like a QR code you can scan to watch and stuff. So me being the guy that I am, I'm not gonna do that. So we're just gonna send it. So this one here is a tree tether. This is a gray and like copper colored cord, which actually goes nicely with the saddle. It's also like gray and kind of tannish copper colored. And then the lineman's belt is inversion of the color of the tree tether, and it's mostly copper with some gray accents. Let's install the dump pouch on this thing, see if we can figure that out. So Joash just told me that for the dump pouch, you can get these things here and then put them up inside of these, like, it's kind of like a daisy chain in there. So I'm gonna push it up inside, and then once I get up to the top, I'll flip it back over. So there, I'm just pushing it the rest of the way through. And then there we go. That's actually really nice. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So now I've just installed the dump pouch on the side of my tree saddle. So now I'm gonna fold these cords up, put them inside the dump pouch, and then we'll head outside and test this thing out on a tree. So just cinch down the bag. There we go. This is literally my entire saddle kit right here. I might be adding some mods somewhere in here or somewhere so that I can hang my climbing sticks on the side of my saddle as I climb. That way I don't have to go back down to the ground and get them. So I'm going to be using the 20-inch Hawk Helium climbing sticks. Actually, they're right here on the XOP stand behind me. And the idea behind getting this saddle was not only that we could be mobile, but because Cody and I are often filming and hunting together, we'll have the cameraman be in the saddle and the hunter out of the stand. That way we're both facing the same direction, and I think if Cody or I only hunts by ourselves, we might just take the saddle. But we're gonna definitely be using a combination of the saddle and the stands. So I guess let's head outside and put this thing to use on a tree and see how it works. So we made it outside here, and I'm gonna be setting up on this tree here, just a short little set. We had some mic difficulties, and we gotta use this mic now. So anyway, in the meanwhile, while we were bringing some stuff up here, Joash discovered what those straps are for. And those are for your legs to go in when you're hanging in the saddle. So we hooked them up. There's one that goes to here, one to here, and then one to the bottom. This is what it looks like, basically top down from the saddle, and I'm gonna be stepping into it as if I was ready to go hunting. So I'm gonna put my feet in between those two leg straps. And this is my first time trying on the saddle, but I've seen people do it before. So I'm just gonna cinch down the leg strap. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. So for walking in the stand, this is still together already. Got the magnetic. Walking the stand, I can walk around. It's got plenty of, I mean, it's tight enough, it's not gonna fall off. And then I can, if it's not tight enough, I can just cinch it down even more. So let's say I get to the tree, I can pull down the secondary part, which is pretty sweet. This is, I'm gonna have to practice a lot to get this perfected, and I'm gonna practice a lot before I ever get to the tree and plan to hunt with it like this. I don't know if this is the proper way. If you wanna see what the proper way is, you gotta scan that QR code that I didn't wanna do. But yeah, this is always how I was thinking that a tree tether would work. Then you can tighten these things down, whatever else. You wanna always keep your lineman's belt as tight as possible. Climbing up the tree, putting up my sticks, getting my sticks off of wherever, keep going up the tree. And then once I get up there, I'm gonna pull out my tree tether. And this is gonna go around the tree up above my head. So we're gonna run this bunch of stuff back through this knot. Again, this is not an educational video. I've never done this before, so don't take what I say as facts. This is just how I'm planning to do it. Now that I got my tree tether set up, I'm gonna get my prusik knot from down here, slide it up. But then from here, I'm gonna get my bridge, which is this white piece right here, and just gonna hook it right into this carabiner. So there we go, we're all set up in the tree. Some people like to keep the lineman's belt on. Usually you would put it lower. Once you're up in the tree, you could go like this, and that's fairly comfortable just like that. But most people are gonna take the lineman's belt off. So once you're all set up in the tree, you can take your lineman's belt off and then be fully relying on your tree tether. And you would want that a little bit tighter than what I just did right there before you take it off. But now we're chilling in the tree. And here again, I don't know if this is for sure how to do it, but this is how I'm planning to do it. Here we are. That didn't take me really that long to get this thing set up in here, but you can hang back like this. You can get down low. You can shoot this way. You can swing around the tree, shoot behind you, weak side shot, all that stuff. Ideally, I can't really because of this specific tree, but ideally you would want this thing up a lot higher above you so that you could be hanging down more like this, and you could also have more slack on this rope. I have this thing pretty much all the way up, but that's because of the tree that I'm on. So this is super comfortable how I am right now. I haven't even undone this thing. That is actually surprisingly comfortable. I honestly think it's just as comfortable having these two still together as it is with them separated, but maybe for a longer sit it'd be more comfortable. And then whenever I'm done with my lineman's belt, I can put this back in my pouch. And I'm hanging here for the rest of the day. I'll probably have in a bow hanger on this side because I'm facing the tree, so it'd be on the left side. And then, yeah, I am super excited to continue to use this saddle. So this video was not sponsored in any way. This is completely my own opinion, and I went out and bought this thing on my own. And I'm very excited to try this out this fall. I'm sure you'll see this saddle being used in some of our upcoming videos. Be on the lookout for some of those videos coming up. And overall, it's just like first day with the saddle, I'm super impressed with it. I think good branding, seems like a solid company, solid build, fairly comfortable, and yeah, I'm just excited to get out and continue to use this thing this fall. Josh, you want to sign us out?
And that is pretty much it for today. Happy hanging and stay safe.
No, what should I say? And subscribe.